Last night on MasterChef Australia,
This dessert is no piece of cake.
Callum faced off against renowned pastry chef Philippa Sibley
With desserts, if you stuff something up, you have to start again.
and just missed out on winning immunity.
What a fantastic day. It's, one of the best things I've ever done.
Tonight, the amateurs face their toughest critics yet
All right, who's hungry?
as two teams go head-to-head to cater for 150 hungry guests at a children's birthday party.
I don't know what they like. I don't know what they don't like.
What have we got ourselves into?
Strap yourself in. Game on.
And for two members of the team with the least votes, their MasterChef dream will be on the line.
Our fate rests with a bunch of kids.
So I got the chance to face off against one of Australia's finest pastry chefs, Philippa Sibley.
7 out of 10, Callum.
I'm really happy with what I've achieved. It's just when I thought it was all over,
Everybody, come down and join Callum.
Gary calls everyone down, and I'm thinking maybe today's not over, maybe I've still got some work to do.
So what's next? Tomorrow is going to be a massive day. It's going to be your next team challenge. And the first thing we've got to do is pick your teams. Callum, because you won the Japanese-themed invention test, you get to be captain of one of the teams for the next challenge. Pick a team colour.
I'll go blue. I'm not hugely confident about being a leader, so I'm not sure if I'm going to command the respect of the other contestants, so I think that's an area I have to work really hard at.
Today, we're going to pick our teams in a way that we've never done before. The power that you have today is unprecedented. You get to choose your entire team in one go.
Typical MasterChef curveball, massive advantage handed to Callum.
The remaining contestants will make up the red team. Effectively, you're going to be choosing the members of both the blue and the red teams. Who's going to be your first pick?
Matthew.
There wasn't really any surprises there. I mean, Matt is one of his closest friends in the house.
So, Callum, you've picked your best friend in the house. Who's the next contestant for your team?
Marion. Marion's my second pick. In my opinion, she's a standout contestant so far in the competition.
Who's pick number 3?
Adam. Sky. Jimmy. Fiona. Pete.
Callum, you've got 3 people to choose. And don't forget, this is a game of strategy, not a game of friends. Who's going to be next?
I'm really hoping that I'm going to be on Callum's team, but in the end, there are a lot of good cooks here, so he has to make the right choices for him.
Joanne. Claire.
Callum, who's your last pick?
Callum's got one choice to make, so I was thinking and hoping it might be me. We've been close in the house.
Daniel.
Callum, you've picked the blue team. The remaining contestants make up the red team.
We're standing here now, the leftovers, to form the red team.
Red team, you have to pick the captain yourselves.
I'm happy to do it.
I just say straight away, I do want to do it, and everyone goes, cool.
You with me, though?
Yeah, all the way.
Yeah.
I really felt I might have the skills to bring them together as a group and forge a team out of what was left.
Tomorrow is going to be a huge challenge because you are going to be catering a party for a very pivotal point in a very special person's life. Our VIP guest of honour and her 150 guests.
God, my dinner party is usually 6 to 8. and 150, it's going to be quite a mammoth effort.
So, time to meet the guest of honour.
My heart just sinks. I think children are so fussy. What are we going to do?
Hello, how are you?
Good, thank you.
How are you? You good?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to meet Phoebe. Tomorrow, Phoebe is turning 9. That's the event you're cooking for. Dominic, you got kids?
4.
4 of them.
Yep. So I've got a really good idea of what 9-year-olds will and won't like to eat.
I guess that does seem like an advantage, but it wasn't that long ago I was a kid myself, so it shouldn't be too hard for me to cast my memory back to what sort of food Phoebe's going to like.
Each team must come up with a menu, shop and cook for Phoebe's party. You each have to take responsibility for a dish. The party guests will vote for the dish that they like the best, and the team with the most votes will win the challenge.
I think being judged by the kids and the parents is going to be really hard.
Wow. Gary, Matt, Phoebe, I think we've forgotten something. We've forgotten something very important. The cake. Each team must create a show-stopping birthday cake for Phoebe. The cake that Phoebe likes the best gets an extra 10 points.
Having the 10 votes turning on the cake, Phoebe's got, you know, the ability to change the outcome, essentially, of the challenge.
The winning team gets a little surprise. They get to enjoy a special 3-course lunch at Sales on Lavender Bay.
From the losing team, the 2 people who score the least votes for their dish will be up for elimination.
Each team is going to get 5 minutes with Phoebe. Time to discuss what she wants at her birthday party. Blue team, you get your 5 minutes first.
I'm not someone that's grown up around a lot of children, so I don't know what they like, I don't know what they don't like.
Right, Blue team, you've got 5 minutes to ask as many questions as you like.
Do you like things that are sweet, or do you prefer savoury sorts of...
Salty or sweet?
Sweet.
Have you got any favourite foods?
Curry and Lebanese food.
Everyone looks at me like, wow, he's going to be able to make curry, but I know when kids say curry, they don't really mean the type of curries that I make.
With your cake, what are you into?
Like a theme.
Yeah,
I
what
quite
theme's
like island themey, farm, and I think that's all.
Would you like a farm theme on your cake, or would you like the island theme?
I think the farm theme.
That's it. That's your 5 minutes up. You've got a little bit of insight into what Phoebe loves. Hopefully you'll be able to translate that tomorrow at her birthday party.
Thank you, Phoebe.
After we've had our 5 minutes with Phoebe, we start putting our heads down and our bums up and coming up with a fantastic menu for her.
So what things are we certain about for the menu?
Pizzas are going to be a winner. I think plenty of chicken.
It's pretty clear that everyone's listened to Phoebe and what she wants with the food. We've got both a Lebanese dish on the menu and an Indian dish. So I think we're really going to make her happy.
We'll go and have a chat to the red team, eh?
Hello, my name's Dom. Now, on to your party tomorrow.
There's a couple of things we'd like to know, a lot about you and what you like. Okay, so favourite colour? Let me guess. Pink? No, wrong. What is your favourite colour?
Yeah, it's green.
Green. Dom kind of steers the conversation and we get a little bit of information.
Now, what sort of food do your friends like?
Things like mini pies and sausage rolls.
Do your friends eat stuff like, I know my kids at school, they have sushi days now and stuff like that?
I hate seafood.
Oh, hate seafood.
I felt a few of our team members tried to be her friend in 5 minutes rather than just getting the job done.
Well, there you go, guys. You've had your 5 minutes with Phoebe. Hopefully you've got enough information to create an absolutely beautiful birthday party for her.
Thanks, Phoebe. We'll see you tomorrow.
It's time now for us to basically sit down and come up with our menu.
Obviously, from what she said, I'd say we want to do sausage rolls and pies.
I can make some little southern fried chicken drumlets.
Definitely the burger, the mini burgers.
Yeah. Guys, can we make sure we're really only one person talking? The menu process was messy in our team.
We've only got one sweet at this stage.
I mean, I think we need 3 sweet things.
Actually, good point.
Yeah,
they're kids.
Hang on a minute, mate. It wasn't going quite as smoothly as I would have liked, so I had to really then say, righto, we need to sort this menu out. We've got beef in the sausage rolls, beef hamburgers, we've got lamb kebabs. We've got no seafood at all. No,
she doesn't like seafood.
She doesn't. All the guests vote.
I'm not overly concerned that Phoebe doesn't like fish. Phoebe's one vote in 150 people.
All the parents will vote as well.
Today is going to be massive. There's just so much to do. 2 of our team members are heading off to do our shopping. 2 of our team members are in charge of the birthday cake for our team. We get to the venue and we have to set everything up. We need to cook for the kids. There's going to be 75 kids plus their parents, and they're going to be voting on their favourite dishes.
Hello guys, and welcome to Planet Cake. Let's get started.
Harry and I have been charged with making the birthday cake for Phoebe, and not just any birthday cake, but a Planet Cake, which are amazing. Adding the chocolate, and then you might have to get 2 arms going at once. The fact that Phoebe will be choosing the best cake, and that cake will be awarded 10 points, adds a lot of pressure. We don't have a lot of idea of what Phoebe likes, so we've gone with a cake that we think has wow factor. It's a big, beautiful castle, but we're going to have to do a hell of a lot of work to pull this off.
We've gone for the fun thing, but in the end, it's Phoebe's birthday and it's about what she wants and what her interests were. It has to look great, it has to taste great. We can't afford to lose 10 points.
Get it done, hey? We're on a roll.
Yeah, trolleys.
Trolley each, Phil.
The shopping is probably one of the main links in the chain to this challenge.
Tomato cans? Do we need cans of tomato tea?
If we miss something, it's critical to someone else's dish, and it's us to blame.
Burger buns. Yeah.
How many are you going to get?
We need about 3.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, that was easy. Woo! Let's go!
We can't actually start cooking for 150 guests until the food comes back.
Come on, baby!
Blue team.
Jimmy and Pete run through the gates and I'm so happy to see them. We can just gun in there and start prepping it all so that we can feed the masses.
Today I'm cooking butter chicken. I had a word to Phoebe yesterday and we asked her what's your favourite food and she said she likes curry.
I'm making some Lebanese meatballs.
I'm going to make some little little blueberry and strawberry tarts.
I'm actually going to be cooking chocolate brownies.
I'm making pizzas. The idea with these is that they're something the kids love to eat. I mean, we've got to keep it real here. We're not catering for, a fine dining event. This is a kids' party, so we don't want to go too fancy or kids are going to turn their noses up.
It's not just kids we have to cater for. Out of the 150 guests, half of them will be kids and half of them will be their parents. I mean, you can't just do fairy bread and ice cream for the parents.
Making blinis, which is a sort of a Russian pancake, topped with smoked salmon and cream cheese.
I'm doing some salt and pepper fish and salt and pepper prawns.
I'm making little mini hamburgers, basically.
Sweetly spiced sausage rolls with my own homemade tomato relish.
So, Dom, you're the captain of the red team. What are you doing?
Making cupcakes.
You've not got any other sweet treats other than the cake?
No, we haven't, on purpose. Why? Look, it's 10:30 in the morning when the kids are eating. I know if I had my kids at a party...
Do kids actually know what time it is? I mean, honestly?
They're probably... No, but I'll tell you who does know what time it is. The parents at 5 o'clock this afternoon if the kids have had too much.
All right, mate. Good luck.
Mate, yeah,
good luck.
thanks,
We'll
guys.
speak to you soon.
Cheers.
Cracking on, blue team. Well done. Doing well, guys.
Callum.
Hey, George.
How do you think you're going as a team captain?
I haven't really done too many leadership roles in my life, but so this is sort of a bit new for me, but I think I really have the support of my team, though.
Yeah. You're doing a lot more sweet choices than the red team. Like, quite a few, actually.
Yeah, a lot.
We've probably got 3 or 4 sweet options here. Is that a good idea?
Votes are going to win the challenge, and I think kids might be inclined to vote for a dessert.
All right, Callum, you crack on. Good luck. George, this is a massive challenge. Everybody thinks that cooking for kids is easy, but you know what? When you're a parent and you have to do a kids' party, I'm going to tell you it's one of the most stressful things you can do. But in saying that, the red and the blue team, both their menus sound good. And I think in terms of timing, they're actually doing well at this stage. Well, guys, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. At 9:30, the kids arrive for Phoebe's birthday party. From that point, you've got 1 hour before they expect to be fed.
So you need to go, come on.
Right, sure.
Jonathan, what are you actually cooking?
Blinis.
Okay, what's on them?
Some smoked salmon, cucumber, a lumpfish caviar.
Lumpfish roe. Is this going to be a popular one with the kids, do you think?
I don't know if it'll be popular with the kids, but there are half adults here, so...
Okay, well, best of luck. Let's hope you get them ready in time.
Thanks.
There's the kids, it's 9:30, they're here. You've got 1 hour before the food must be up. Remember, the more they play, the hungrier they get.
Hi!
We hear the kids screaming out the front. It gets louder and louder. I look at the red team, I look at the blue team, and the anxiety levels are high. What have we got ourselves into?
Cake is finished. It's just now a matter of trying to transport it in one piece. Today, the challenge is catering for a children's party. Joanne and I made this cake, which is just beyond anything I could have imagined. It's worth 10 points, so it's a really big deal. I think it's brilliant.
I love it. I think our cake is fantastic. It's definitely the most gorgeous cake I've ever made. We're really proud of our cake. It was a huge effort and it looks brilliant.
We just want to get there and see the reaction on Phoebe's face when we bring that cake in.
Keep going, guys. Today's Phoebe's 9th birthday. Most of my guys are going pretty well. The kids are actually at the front being entertained.
Awesome, we got to meet Matt Preston and got his autograph. We can't wait to taste the birthday cake. I think it might be yum.
So Phoebe, when all your friends go piling through those gates, what do you hope to see on the red team and the blue team's tables?
I think maybe a few touches of curry and some Lebanese food.
What do you think your friends will look for?
Mini pies and sausage rolls.
With about 25 minutes before all the guests arrive, my sausage rolls, they look pretty bad. And I'm thinking if I put them out, people are going to taste them, not like them, and not going to vote for them.
Daniel?
Yes, George.
You seem under pressure.
Oh.
I mean, in a couple of minutes, all these kids will be running in. You're looking after sausage rolls?
Yep, that's right.
Have you got any in the oven?
Yeah, I've got 2 trays in the oven, but they're not cooking as quickly as I would have hoped.
Well, let's keep your fingers crossed.
Thanks, fellas.
George, I think the thing that I'm concerned about is the quantity of food on the tables. This is what catering's all about. It's about numbers. It's not about doing 5 of something. It's about doing 75 of something. I don't think these guys really understand what 150 guests look like when they descend on 2 tables full of food, and it is going to be gone like that. Philip, what's going on here? You know, it's you got about 15 minutes to go, and I'm looking at that tray. You've got 9 burgers on there. You panicking?
A little bit.
Gee, I would be, wouldn't
But
you?
most of the ingredients are pretty much ready, so I'm just going to...
You got 75 kids, you got 75 adults.
Thank
you
you.
get those 9 burgers out, and I'd be cracking on if I were you.
I've got 2 trays of sausage rolls in the oven, and I've just got to cook. My oven's too hot, and when I put it low, it goes really low. And then when I crank it back up, it goes up to 350, 400. But, you know, it's okay. I'll handle it.
I've made this massive pot of butter chicken. I know it tastes great. I hope it doesn't send me home.
Jimmy, the butter chicken. This is a benchmark for this party because Phoebe loves curry. But how many of her friends, realistically, are going to love curries?
Pretty worried about that, yeah.
Could be a mistake, but I suppose we'll just have to see. And if Phoebe grabs it, maybe there's a little bit of peer pressure and the other kids will grab it too.
Hoping so.
OK.
Thanks.
Good luck, man.
Sorry, you want to just open it real quick for me and I'll dump those
Really,
in?
really quick, Dom. Ready? Go. Really quick.
Adele is really anxious about her sausage rolls, and she is really anxious about the oven. And I'm really anxious about the oven too, because my cupcakes are in there as well.
No, I don't want to open it up. I don't want to open it up because it's got to stay.
I'm trying to make sure I've got an eye on everyone else, when really, you know, it was my own dish that was struggling the most.
Dom, confident?
Look, George, I'd like to have more food, you know, on its way.
You're looking after the cupcake.
Yeah, I am.
Is it cooked?
I've got about 54 in the oven.
Have you ever tried putting icing on a warm cupcake?
I have indeed, and you and I both know how that ends up.
Yeah, it doesn't work very well,
No.
doesn't it? And you've got about 10 minutes to go.
I know.
And you're the team captain, but if you're the worst performer, no one votes for your food.
Of course. Yeah.
How long until they come out of the oven?
Hopefully about 5 minutes, George.
Mate, crack on. I know why you're sweating now. I know why you're sweating.
I reckon they're coming soon, guys. If you can get one more plate out before the kids come, that'd be great. I'm just a bit concerned that there's not going to be enough food, so I'm really trying to get the team to get as much food out to the table as possible.
You have 1 minute to go. This is going to be like the charge of the Light Brigade. If I was a kid, I'd be running to the table that was laden full of stuff that I want to eat. So come on.
Yeah, just a few minutes. Oh, my sausage rolls, the oven gave me a bit of trouble. Having the door open, the temperature did fluctuate, but I'm going to get them out. I am. I made them, and I'm going to cook them, and I'm going to put them on that table.
All right, who's hungry?
Let's eat! Here come the kids, guys. Strap yourself in. Game on.
Hey guys, come grab some food. There's butter chicken, hamburgers.
Come and get it, guys! Lots of food!
Blue team, it's got the good food.
150 guests pour in, you know, half of them screaming little children.
Do you know what's the best colour of today? Red.
My main plan is just herd all these hungry little piranhas over to our table because they're voting.
We got like yummy little hamburgers there for you, and we got some prawns.
Plenty of food there. There's fried chicken.
So help yourself to anything you want.
Go red.
I've had the chicken and this curry. Hamburgers are yummy on the red beans.
So the guests have arrived. I'm a little concerned. As these sausage rolls look so average, if the red team win, I could be in trouble. You know, I could be facing elimination.
Jonathan, the blinnies are good. You get that lumpfish roll, you get the smoked salmon. So that's great for the adults.
Yep.
But honestly, do you reckon you've had a good react from the kids?
I'm not sure about the kids, but I'm actually quite happy from the reaction I got from the parents. I'm not really expecting the kids to vote for my food. I'm really just going for the adult vote.
George, I'm surprised the kids have gone nuts. The food is flying off the tables. Look, I'm really proud. I'm really proud of the fact that not only the kids are loving it, but these guys have actually done a good job. They filled the tables up with food, and on the whole, a pretty good job.
Yeah, boys, my sausage rolls are finally cooked, and I go out into the crowd and I give them out. Oh, they're loving them. So hot. They're very hot. So just be careful.
The sausage rolls kind of like burnt my mouth when I ate it. I didn't really like sausage rolls that much.
Would you like one? No?
I really liked the pizzas. I thought the pizzas were really good.
I really liked the prawns. It's all good.
Okay, can everyone see the cupcakes up there? Yeah, they're coming.
I'm trying to get the cupcakes to cool as fast as I can. They're still a little bit warm.
Did they cook, Don?
Yeah.
Sort of cook?
Yeah.
So you're trying to get them to
cool down real quick.
Yeah, they're sort of all right, aren't they?
Yeah, they're all right.
Mind you, you got enough there. If you can get them decorated and out before the party's over, then could be good.
I told Phoebe we'd have a cupcake design studio, and she could get her friends to ice and lolly them. So I got all my icings ready to go. I've got a crunchy icing.
You could go from disaster to being the talk of the party.
I could.
Amazing.
Hey?
Amazing.
I really need the kids' help, but they'll think they're having fun, so I'm improvising a little bit.
Cal, should I pump out some more burgers or work it?
Are they running out?
There's none left.
I can see everyone enjoying the blue team's food. I just really hope it translates into votes. I'd really like to win, so if you voted for me, I'd be so happy.
Dominic, where do you want this?
Both teams have had amazing things. I'm just very curious to see what's going to happen when the cupcakes come out for Team Red, because I think that could turn the crowd.
Hey kids, cupcake station is open. Design your own cupcake. Let's go.
Look
at these ones. The kids just rushed it. Even I didn't expect it, to be honest.
Dom's got his cupcakes out, and he's assembled quite a crowd of kids over there.
I made it myself.
I just hope that the rest of our food is enough to overcome his idea of the kids making their own cupcakes.
There's one thing missing from this party. The big event. Let's bring on the birthday cakes.
Two cakes coming in, and whoever Phoebe picks gets an extra 10 points. I mean, it could really turn the tide. I just hope Phoebe chooses the red team's cake.
Wow, what amazing cakes!
The cake we'd made has a big cake at the top and then tiers of cupcakes underneath. And it's got a farmyard theme, so flowers, animals, and Phoebe's eyes just light up.
So Phoebe, just to remind you, you've got an extra 10 votes in the cake that you love the most. So we'll taste the blue teams first. Good?
Pretty good.
Right.
Right, Phoebe, let's taste the red team's cake.
The castle just instantly stood out. We wanted the height, we wanted something elaborate, we wanted something with a lot of detail that visually would be very appealing. We had done Phoebe proud and we had done our team proud.
It's quite good.
You just look like Matt Preston. All you need is a cravat.
I'm concerned that the red team's cake has a lot of theatre about it because it's a castle, and I think Phoebe has a good chance of picking it, and those extra 10 points could be the difference between winning or losing.
Well, it's been a massive day, Phoebe. We hope you had an amazing party. Did you love it?
Yep.
The red team, the blue team, they pulled out all the stops and provided some gorgeous food.
What an amazing performance to cook for 150 people and probably the toughest food critics in the country.
Out the front, you will find a little sample of each of the dishes that each team prepared. You have to vote for your favourite dish. Thanks for coming, and we should all wish Phoebe a happy birthday and carry on with the party.
I'm gonna vote for the fish on the red team. I like the red team because you got to like make your own cupcake.
I voted for the butter chicken because I thought it was delicious.
I'm gonna vote for the cupcake on the red team.
All the food's been tasted. There's nothing else we can do. Our fate is in the hands of 75 children and their parents. I'm feeling pretty uneasy about that.
Elimination. Someone's going home. That's the thing you're absolutely certain of. What you don't know is whose team they're on and who it's going to be.
The result of the challenge is hard to predict because half the people voting are kids and half are adults, and I think that kids can change their mind very easily.
Welcome back to the MasterChef kitchen. Your second teen challenge, looking after Phoebe's birthday party, 150 guests.
The winners and losers of this challenge were decided by the votes of Phoebe and her guests. The team with the most votes will be safe from elimination. For the losing team, the two dishes that poll the least votes will earn their makers a place in an elimination round.
Thought of me walking out so early in the competition on a dish that I really love has really got me stressed out.
Before we reveal the votes, let's have a look at how each team fared. Blue team, I loved how there was this amazing camaraderie. There were smiles on your faces, and really, you know what, that's probably one of the most important ingredients in hospitality. Beyond the food, it's that smile. And you guys delivered. Fantastic.
Callum, you were the team captain. How did you fare?
I felt a lot of pressure because there was a lot of expectation on me to win this challenge, but as a team I thought we worked brilliantly together.
You had a fantastic day, so let's look at some of those positives. The way you constructed the menu, your choice of sweet and savoury, it was very well put together. I think the key here is you really thought about Phoebe. You listened to what she said she loved, which is important, but there were some negatives. Let's look at those. Jimmy, you made the butter chicken.
Yes, I did.
Now, curry straight away, and I've got a 9-year-old. It's going to be a hit and a miss with kids.
Yes, that's what I was.
The presentation for me was horrible.
Yep. Pretty worried about that, yeah.
Callum, looking at your team, who do you think was the weakest link?
Dan was just having a little bit of trouble trying to get his sausage rolls cooked in time for the kids to arrive.
Daniel, do you think you may have played a part in costing votes for the blue team?
Look, the first batch I got in took 40 minutes. They went in quickly. If they had taken the 15 that I'd planned, they would have been probably the first thing on the table, Gary.
So not your fault?
Not saying that's not my fault, but the oven did a sterling job of burning the bottom and not cooking the top at all.
Being singled out as the worst dish is obviously not, nothing you want to happen. And if the blue team doesn't win, I'm 99% sure that I'll be in the bottom two.
Red team, let's look at how you went. Dominic, you were the captain. Why did you put your hand up to lead the red team?
I was wanting to lead the team. I really wanted to give these guys a serious run for their money in typical Australian underdog, backs to the wall style.
And the weakest link on the team, who was that?
Adele.
Why?
Adele and I were both using the oven, sausage rolls for her, cupcakes for me.
No, I don't want to open it up. I don't want to open it up because it's got to stay.
Every time I moved, she went, Dominic, don't open that oven. So that anxiety, that definitely translated a bit to me. I got a bit on edge when she was doing that to me.
It's true, I didn't want the oven door opened. I'd put my sausage rolls in and that was my responsibility, so I'd take that on board.
You know, I actually commend you for saying, no, you need to keep the door closed to the oven, because that's what we do in our own kitchens. You know, when we've got something cooking, don't go near it. But, you know, I think the whole anxiety, it's something that rubs off quite easily onto people, and you've just got to calm that down. Red team, there was definitely some fantastic aspects of the way you guys conducted yourselves, but there was some negatives there that we need to have a look at. Phoebe did say in your little chat with her that she didn't like seafood.
I hate seafood.
Hate seafood.
We had 3 seafood dishes. Jonathan, let's be quite honest. Smoked salmon blinis with not caviar, lumpfish roe. Do you think kids would like that?
The reason why I suggested that we made those is because half of the guests were adults. And although Phoebe didn't like fish, I mean, Phoebe was one of 150 votes, right? So she could have influenced her circle of friends, but adults have to eat as well.
Fair enough, Jonathan. Dom, cupcakes. How do you think you went with them?
In the end, sensationally well.
Hey kids, cupcake station is open. Design your own cupcake.
I got 70 of them out there and had a design studio with the kids, and I was really happy with it and proud of it.
Near the end of that party, everyone started talking about the cupcakes, what a great idea it was, how much fun it was, how much the kids were enjoying it. It was a real highlight of that party. Well done.
Thanks, Matt.
Both teams have done things well and not so well, so it's very hard to get a reading on the result.
So with all the votes in, we can now reveal which team has won Phoebe's birthday challenge.
As Matt's about to reveal the winning team, I'm super nervous. I'm just sort of clutching Claire next to me and you know, hoping that the result goes our way.
First is who made Phoebe's favourite birthday cake. Phoebe gave those 10 extra votes to the blue team.
Yes.
I was so happy and proud of what we did, especially because we gave Phoebe what she wanted. All the hard work, it was worth it.
Well, now the fun bit. 150 guests voted, and with Phoebe's power vote for her favourite cake of 10 votes, that means 160 votes in total up for grabs. The team that received the most votes is the blue team.
I could not be happier. I'm so chuffed to be the winning captain of a side. I was on the losing side last time, and to win a challenge is an unbelievable feeling.
The other team goes crazy. That cheering just seems to grate hard on my sense of pride.
Blue team, congratulations. Now go to have lunch at Sales on Lavender Bay.
Congratulations, you deserve it, guys.
The blue team, they're off for lunch. We, on the other hand, don't have it so easy. We've now got to sit and sweat it and wait to find out which two of us are up for elimination and ultimately, who's going to go home.
Dom started in a tough position, ended in a tough position. How are you feeling?
Shithouse. It's my second team loss in a row. Just disappointed because I know these guys gave me everything they had.
Guys, we know it was a hard challenge. This is MasterChef. Every challenge is a hard challenge. But this time it comes down to how Phoebe and her guests voted. The person with the highest number of votes on your team scored a massive 18 votes. That person is safe from the risk of elimination. And that person is Dom.
Swap it for a team win.
Jonathan, Philip, Adele, you've scored the least votes on the red team. 2 of you will face an elimination challenge. 1 of you will go home.
I didn't want to be going into an elimination with either of those guys. They're great people, you know?
I'm very certain that I could be in this elimination round. Look, I've got a little bit of hope left in me, but, you know, I don't know.
Safe from elimination today with 3 votes. It's Philip.
Honestly, I didn't expect it. I was so sure it was going to be me and Jonathan in that elimination round.
Phil, how do you feel, mate?
I feel like I've dodged a bullet. Just. And not going to let it get to that point again. Never.
I'm sorry to say, Jonathan, you scored 1 vote. Adele, no one voted for your dish.
When I heard that the children, you know, didn't give me a vote, it was awful. Yeah, I felt terrible. I make really good sausage rolls.
That means you both face the very real potential of going home today.
It's not a good feeling to know that you're in the elimination round again. Yeah, it's especially second week in a row.
I'm not ready to go home, not at all. I want to be here, you know, a lot longer.
Tomorrow night on MasterChef Australia.
This could be the moment that saves you or sends you home.
Jonathan and Adele face the fight of their lives.
If I had to go up against Jonathan in elimination, I'd be worried too.
Together, they undergo a test unlike any seen before.
It is a seriously flawed bolognese.
And in 10 quick steps, turn a disaster into a culinary masterpiece.
You've got to turn it into the most beautiful bolognese you can.
It's a battle to create the best dish.
I've been cooking Italian all their life. It's nerve-wracking.
And to keep their dream alive.
I'm feeling really nervous.